Guys, well, here we go with today's gear. It's been maybe 2.5 days since I shaved last. It's just been so hectic. Matter of fact, I'm wearing a hat and I just need to shave and I don't have much time. And so instead of taking my hat off and combing my hair and trying to look decent, I'm just going to shave with a hat on. We've got Mammoth Stones. I just got it in. We've got Gillette, the 7 o'clock black. It's done pretty well for me in general. And so I'm hoping it can cut through all this stubble without too much of a problem. Doing it with Old Faithful here, Gillette Fat Boy. This is the rhodium plated with 2 different rhodium colors. And a new brush as well as the soap. It's been soaking for a little while. Man, these tips feel great. The Saponificio Varesino. And it's got kind of an amber color handle. I like the look of the silver pewter here. But this came at a good deal. And I thought, since I've always just thought this brush might be a really cool one. I know it looks great, but does it perform great? You know, does it? Is it soft enough for me? Does it have too much backbone? And so I thought this would be a good way to try it out. All right, let's move along here. And this little blade looks like he's got, this will be the 14th shave with him. He does have the, the wax paper interior covering as well. Did I mark him up at all? Yeah, I put an X and a couple of dots just to distinguish him as we, marathon him. Got to start somewhere. Now, where do I want? Why don't we just keep this at a 3? I've got a bunch of stuff to mow down. Why don't we just keep it at a 3 and see what happens? You don't always have to go more aggressive. All right. This is the Tusk base of stones. We've got leather, tobacco, vetiver, ginger. More in the description if you want to read specifics. And it looks like it hasn't been touched. And I'm really privileged to have gotten a hold of some of this from a fellow shaver. Maybe he ordered a couple of them, or managed to get a hold of 2, and so he was able to pass one on to me. I'm a huge fan of just about all the notes that are mentioned in this soap. I definitely get the leather right away. Maybe the tobacco. Let's just get on with it. Get my face some splash of water. Now this brush, as I'm shaking out, holds a good bit of water. I'm encouraged by that because sometimes the brushes that are super dense are so dense they don't hold a lot of water. And so if this guy is holding a lot, I'm happy about that. Look, the tips look great. They're not really gelling. All right, this is a gold colored pewter right here. And let's just do 30 seconds. So we'll go to 38. The Mammoth Tusk base is one that I have tried before and love it fully. So I'm confident that the performance is going to be terrific. A few more seconds to go. 2 more. And there we go. I mean, this probably is too much soap, but just want to be sure. Let me rinse off the tub threading here. And now let's start mixing this guy up. So this brush is a 26 millimeter, kind of looks like more. And they call it a high mountain Manchurian white badger. So as you can see, they're combining some names that other people kind of consider different. The Umo has the Manchurian knot, and then they also have the High Mountain White knot. Well, Saponificio SV has decided to combine both of those names. Now this is getting kind of pasty and it's pretty uniform, and so I'm going to go ahead and start adding water. You can go as slow as you want, but sometimes you don't have to go slow. I like to think of it as getting it 80% mixed up, where we've got 80% of the water and soap has been introduced to each other. I'm encouraged right now as I feel the splay of the brush. I feel the backbone here. It's easy to splay and move around in the bowl. It doesn't feel like it's going to be too firm, so I'm very encouraged. It doesn't immediately seem like it's going to be a really stiff brush. This is an expensive brush because probably because of the SV name, and so I definitely will not be purchasing this brush at retail price. But if I can find one used at a great deal, then I will be tempted to try it out. Now, of course, if I try it out and it doesn't really offer much more than maybe an Umo brush or a Maggard, a super high density brush, which kind of seems like they might be similar, then I can just sell it for the nice deal I paid for it. Somebody else will want the name. So we'll just see. And that lather is coming together nicely. I've already got 3 teaspoons in it. Now we have 4. Water is cold today. And this brush, I am looking forward to how this guy is going to feel on my face. Some people like to focus on the looks of something, but I will use something that's the wrong color if it performs. And if I got a great deal on it, I don't have a problem with that at all. So now we have 5 teaspoons of water in this lather, and I'm not drowning in lather, and so it looks like maybe I didn't overload. See, look at that sheen. That is nuts. Not all soaps have it, and that's fine, but it sure is neat when it shows up. Now that is 6 teaspoons of water. I've learned, you see this kind of shape, I think it's a Persian jar shape, where it has the handle here, where it has a little flare here at the end, and then a saddle pretty early on, and then it thickens up before it touches the part where the brush is. The Connaught Jade Omega brush kind of has that handle, and a couple of the others that I have, and I found that I do. That one does, it just seems to be one that I can hold easily. Looking at it, I might have guessed that it wouldn't be all that comfortable with this part being not having very much on the back end of it, to grab a hold of, but it just kind of somehow seems to work. I can smell, I'm getting that leather. Even from this distance, the leather was coming up to me. Not super strong, but a nice light still present. And then of course when I get my nose in it, I start smelling some of the other parts. Cool. Okay. Now I think that this base, yeah, look at that stretch and that elasticity. I believe we're probably ready to go. I am really happy with this brush. The way it feels so far is very promising. Get my face wet. And here we go. Oh, that is nice. Easy to splay. Oh my goodness. I like this. The tips are very soft. And here's the good thing. Sometimes when you lather up a soap and it is too wet, that will really reveal the lack of softness in a brush. And this lather is kind of that way. I probably took it a little too far with the water, but that's why we have extra bit in the bowl. And the brush is just still wonderful. First impression is very good with this brush. If you like a lot of backbone, it may not be for you, but I like this kind of flexibility, easy splay, soft tips. Oh man, and I love the scent of this. Wow. You can see how thin the lather is. But you know what? That can make it perform. It can still perform a good soap, even when this thin can still do very well. Maybe I took it a little too far. I need to remember to not take this guy as far in terms of hydration as I usually do. All right. Gap number 3. I do feel a little bit of the cutting, you know, but in general it is just moving easily through almost 3 days of growth. I just kept, I like to shave at the end of the day, but what can happen with that is if I'm working late, I get too tired. And I think I'll just lay down and get some rest for a minute and then I'll shave. Do you know how many times I have done that and gotten up and shaved? Maybe one, but probably 0. It just doesn't happen, you know. That was terrific first pass for so many hours of growth. And now oh, you know what? Since that was a wet lather, dab my cheeks a little bit, get the excess water off because we don't need it. Man, I like this brush. It is big, lots of hairs, but they are comfortable, easy display. They're not too floppy at all. They're staying. I'm feeling those tips on my face, and that is a big win for me. And so we're going to do cross grain here. Oh, this blade and this razor did so well on that first pass. I'm almost not even hearing any cutting. That's tremendous. I don't use this blade a lot, but it's just because there are so many to choose from, and a lot of the time I'm using the Nasset. This is just excellent. And rinse. All right, well, since I told you I was a little short on time, I got a great shave just from 2 passes. I mean, a very good shave. So I'm just going to let it go with that. And wow, I really, really like this brush. It's luxurious and soft, and the tips are gorgeous. You can feel them. You can feel how soft they are. They're so soft, they're not, they're not uber soft, so that you almost don't feel them. But it feels luxurious. The display is so easy. It felt like rubbing puppy dog tails on my face. It was tremendous. So big win on that. Very happy with that. And it was a great choice of razor and blade today. And then let's see, let's do Dunshire again. We've been using that one for a bit with Stirling Balm. And the nice thing about the Tusk soap is it's not so focused on moisturization that I don't feel like I need, that I shouldn't even put on a balm. I don't feel already oiled up, you know. There's a few other bases out there that I do feel that way. Wonderful combo. So much of the stubble was taken away from that on that first pass. And just a really good shave today. Stones, just a wonderful scent today. I know Mammoth is hard to get. I have tried and failed many times. But then if you just keep at it, sometimes you can get some. Just now today I ordered some Mood Indigo. He did that again. That was one of his early ones, I think, and it sounded really good from the description, and so he did up another batch of that apparently, and I went ahead and ordered that today. So good luck to you guys. And it released maybe 24 hours ago or longer, so it wasn't one that just was immediately bought up. And so I'm really glad to have snatched that up. I'm sure I'm going to like it based on the description. All right, guys. Well, we are in good shape. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you guys, whatever you celebrate this time of year. Enjoy each other's family and time together, friends, loved ones, all that. All the best to you, and I hope that this video has got some good stuff in it to help you out. You take care. This is Sugar Daddy Shaves.